Hello everyone, I'm a part of Ape Escape 2, the Spike Run, or the Kakeru Run. This is Breezy Village. We'll be collecting 4 monkeys to start off. So, here in Breezy Village, there is not much to it. In fact, it's a very small map, and, well, let's just say there's not much to this one at all. It's very short, very easy, and I'll get through this in about 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So yeah, about the way this game plays, you know, by the way, this guy's Walter. If you try to be fancy with your swings, you're gonna miss a lot. Just go direct for it, or else you're gonna miss. Like, if you do something like that, you're gonna probably miss a lot. And that was Krusty, a normal Krusty. This monkey right here is Dozy, or Doozy. By the way, the accuracy in this game is kind of weird. Sometimes you can actually miss a monkey even though it hits your net. Sometimes you'll actually get a monkey when you actually miss completely. And that was John. And that's it for the first bit of the Breezy Village. We'll be coming back very soon. In fact, immediately. So we got our 4 monkeys. Yes, it was. Now to go back to Breezy Village and get the last 2. We're in an area that we haven't yet gone to. I'll be going there right now. So yeah, only 6 monkeys, and we've already got 4 of them. In fact, you'll find that with this game, you're gonna go and collect almost every monkey in a level, and the remaining are about 2, 3, maybe even 1 at best. Not a whole lot of monkeys. Luckily though, we are playing the Spike version, so there's a lot more monkeys we have to collect after we got the initial 4 or whatever. By the way, there's a way to get in here without the need of climbing that pole up there. It requires you to use this little gadget here, and then grabbing a certain spot in which you can actually grab up and keep yourself up there. And this can help save you a lot of time in speed runs. The problem is, you have to hit that right sweet spot, or land on it and then somehow jump on the very edge before you slide off, so that you actually like get on top of the island. But here's the sweet spot. Grab that and you're good to go. Now, the areas. The first area is that monkey hiding behind some bushes, grenades, I don't know what the hell they are. Just grab him, and this monkey is called Babudini. It's in a reference to Houdini. And then there's this monkey right here inside the windmill, that's Balboa. A reference to Rocky Balboa. That's all the monkeys of Breezy Village. We're done now. Breezy Village.
Perfect.
Yep. And now we are done with Breezy Village. We can now move on to the minigame section. Which, guess what? This gotcha box here actually has it. While we're doing it as Kakeru. It's Dance Monkey Dance. It'll be our first minigame to deal with. We get after being that friggin' level, I believe. And Dance Monkey Dance rhythm minigame, so we'll be doing some shit there. And I'll be going through the entire minigame and beating all the bullshit, beating all the songs. But yeah, next part we'll be doing Port.com. But right now, we're going to do the first song of Dance Monkey Dance. So I'm going to see you there, but for now we're going to say goodbye to Spike and move on to a minigame. And welcome to Dance Monkey Dance. How do you play this game? Well, there is a guide. We might as well check it out right now. Let's have a look at the rules. So the way this game plays is pretty basic. You have to time yourself in a strange way with the arrows. You have to time it with your opponent, and you gain points if you do it perfectly. You get nice moves. If you time it wrong or terribly, you get terrible and the red light. And if you get the yellow light, that means you get no points but you don't lose any points. And that means you got 1 right but wrong. And this part of the guide will teach you how to do all the dancing. So you push up, both your arms go up. You have to use both analog sticks, by the way. If you push up and outwards at an angle, you'll get that one. Push outwards left and right, and you'll move your freaking hands outward like you're flying. Now move them downwards and diagonally, you do that. Move them down, your arms are down. Now move them inwards, and you will get this. It's a bit awkward, this game. Now if you put in the middle, you will clap your hands. And if you put them up and diagonally inwards, you will cover your mouth. Now, you can create all sorts of crazy shit, and you can even go spastic, like that. And yeah, you can do all sorts of stuff. Your opponent will show you that. But for me, I'm gonna just go maniacal and just, you know, have a seizure. Right. So, the thing about this minigame is that it's very finicky, and the timing bit is awkward, and it's also, it's kind of bullshit about the option settings is weird. Because I thought, you know, there was like only one option, which was vibration, but no. The options does work. It's just that it's done in this weird way where it only gives you like one option at a time. No vibration, but I'll have the arrows if we need the arrows. Because then you probably just have to time yourself with the monkey, and that's impossible. Anyway, you can play with other people, I'm not going to. It's a freestyle, which lets you do whatever the fuck you want, I'm not doing that. But we're doing The Monkey's Gonna Get You, the first song. And I've already played the first version of the song. Song 1 is basically the short version. Song 2 is the middle version. And Song 3, which will be gained way later on in this part, is the full version. That's literally how this works. So, let's just say that Song 1 is going to give you a taste of how this is going to work, and if you really want to do this. Too bad you are forced to do Song 2 next, which means the middle part, so you'll have to go through half the song at best. So yeah, the thing about this is that it's kind of hard to control, and time as well. There's no good way of knowing when the timing is outside of a very specific spot you have to remember. But there's no indication that you have to do it here. So you have to sort of guess when. And you have to do it perfectly too. Also, the controls are awkward. Like, here's the thing with the controls. When you move the analog sticks around, they like go awkwardly, as you saw there. And by the way, you have to get at least like a 30 to actually succeed. If you get less than 30, you fail, and the game will let you know that. If you fail, then basically you have to redo the song. So if you get less than 30, you fail. But if you are able to get 30 or even the perfect score of 50, then good news! You win! And you get the next part of the song. Or you get the next song if you did Song 3. So, let's do Song 1 again, that should succeed this time. I've already perfected it, by the way. There's an achievement in the PS4 version where you basically have to get a perfect score in one of these songs. It's not hard. And I was able to get it after like my 5th try. Because this game isn't very easy to control, as you can see. I'm sort of doing the timing right, but again, it's still awkward how it works. And not only that, but controlling the stick is awkward. The actual hit points for the stick are shit. Like, it's not really well made. Like, I'm doing like straight, like, left and right. And yet, it goes all over the place a lot of the time. This is not my controller fucking up, or me being awful and, like, having the sticks go a bit diagonal. This is literally, like, a weird problem where I'm trying to keep it straight when I'm doing left and right, and it just goes over the place. And it fucks with the whole thing. But yeah, we did good enough to actually succeed. And thus we pass. Now we get Song 2, which I already unlocked. And because we got Song 2, We'll be doing that right now. We're going through songs 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll stop the minigame. These don't last too long. These aren't very long parts, so luckily you won't see me do too much with these minigames every part. But I will go through every single thing and completely complete the minigames. So now it's time to begin the halfway point of the song. You basically have to do everything you did in song 1, but also do a bit more at the end. So, it's not a harder version of the song, but it's more, you get more of the song. Oh, and if you keep fucking up, you get a ding, and all of a sudden, a hammer gets thrown at you. So that's neat. But yeah, the indication of how good you're doing is by the audience and the background. If they start dancing around and enjoying it, that means you're doing good. If they're doing shit like spanking their ass and going, what the fuck you doing, and all that stuff, then you're doing horrible. And again, if you get a yellow, then good news, you don't lose any points, but you also don't gain any. And the good news is that you don't have to like be perfect at a song once you're in song 2 and 3. In song 1, yeah, 'cause it's very short. But in song 2 and 3, you have enough length in which if you make a few fuck-ups and yet you are perfect on the rest, like you got blue on the rest but you fucked up on 5 notes, you can still end up with a perfect score. Just as long as you didn't fuck up, that the last note was your fuck up. Like, if the last note was a good one, good news, you got it perfect. Because it counts in a way in which it counts up every time you get a right move, and down every time you fuck up and get a red. Meanwhile, if you get a yellow, nothing happens. So, yeah. By the way, this minigame will start doing a new thing that the tutorial will never tell you. The guide never tells you this. But there is something you're probably gonna never expect, and you're gonna have to try and figure out yourself. You probably won't, though. Anyway, that's it for that part. That's it for song 2. And guess what? Even though I fucked up a few times, I got perfect. I'm not joking. 10, 10, that's a 10, that's a 10, and that's a 10. 50. That's a perfect score. See, even though you fuck up, you can still get a perfect score simply because you were able to keep a 50. You were able to recover from your fuck-ups and get back to the 50. So you don't have to be perfect at a song, you just have to stay at that number of good notes. So you can fuck up on about a good majority of the song, but if you actually succeed in the second half, you can get a perfect right there. So in song 3, you can basically get a perfect after fucking up the first half of the song, which will probably be all of song 1 and half of song 2. And then you can catch up in this one with the rest of song 2 and the new stuff for song 3, which is the full version. This is the full version you're hearing right now. And you will basically get a perfect, and you will win. So, not exactly the hardest rhythm game in the world, but its controls make it difficult because it's awkward and it doesn't work right. Because even if you're doing it straight and you're timing it right, it just kind of spastics out at times, and you'll fuck up because of it, even though you were doing the right fucking move. You can also go a bit off time and still it will count, but it has to be at the timing of your sound effect. Otherwise, it won't count it. If you're late though, like if you go like a millisecond after the monkey does his move, you will not get a point. So you have to be either exact or a little early. You can't be late at all. But yeah, that's all the explanation you need for this minigame, honestly. And for this song, you know, it's a neat song. This is one of those minigames that barely anyone plays. But there is a special unlockable you can get for beating this that you can get in the gacha box if you beat the minigame. In which you can actually unlock Pink Monkey for this minigame. But as far as I know, you can unlock her only by doing this minigame. I've heard that people are able to unlock her randomly, just by unlocking her at a random chance. I have not seen that, and I have not gotten that. As far as I know, you basically have to complete this 100% in order to have a great chance to gain her on your next gacha box go. If I get her with my 600 coins as Kakeru, I'll definitely show you guys the Pink Monkey thing, just to show it off. But yeah, this is the minigame. There's two more. It's a soccer minigame, and then there's this minigame that not many people like. And there you go. That is the entire song. And guess what? That's a perfect too. I'm not joking. That's a perfect. Look, it's all tens. Don't doubt my skills, motherfuckers. And that is all of the first song done. We have now unlocked the second song in this minigame. Let's go check out what that song is right now, and then we can end the part here, because next time we'll be doing a level, and then we'll be coming back to this minigame to begin the second song. So the next song we'll be doing next time is Gacha Rhythm. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time at Port Calm and to do Gacha Rhythm. So, like this minigame so far? Well, you should have been playing it. You should have not been neglecting it. So go play it now if you want. You've got the game, go play it now. Just saying. Anyway, that's it for this part. Thanks for watching, guys. And I will see you next time for Port Calm and the next song. And don't forget to save your game.